Hey everyone, welcome into 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. Today I am doing another set guide and review, and this time it is for the much anticipated 2023 Bowman Baseball. It's one of the biggest releases in the baseball card season, and it is chock full of prospects, chock full of rookies. But is it a set that we should get? Is it a set that you should stay away from? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is with 1 Cent Sports Cards 2023 Bowman Baseball Set Guide and Review. So the first prospect release of 2023 drops tomorrow. It is 2023 Bowman Baseball, and what we're trying to do in this set guide and review is find out how good the set really is. We do that by using the exclusive 1 Cent Sensational Set Rating, which is the most in-depth set rating you're going to find anywhere on the internet. Here's what we'll cover off on. We'll start with the set highlights, tell you the different buying formats, go into the key cards, key prospects, parallels, all of that. We'll cover off on the inserts, the autos, and we'll even do a break team overview where I'm going to give you 6 teams that I think you should target in breaks. And I'm also going to give you a break team cheat sheet so you know how good all 30 teams are. And that's what brings us to our 1 Cent Sensational Set Rating, where we find out how good 2023 Bowman Baseball really is. Then we'll wrap everything up by telling you how good Bowman is this year compared to the other sets that have been released so far this year. So one more thing before we begin. Be sure to throw over to first and hit that like button. It's the best way that you can support the channel. And if you like these set guides and reviews, be sure to subscribe. If you want to see them first, you got to hit the bell notification so you know exactly when I drop them live. And finally, if you haven't checked out my Patreon page, I invite you to do so. That's where you get into all my breaks. That's where you get break discounts, PSA submissions at no additional charge, Discord community access, and so much more. There's a link in the video description below. If you want to check that out, you can join for as little as $2 a month. So let's dig right in. Here's the first thing you need to know about Bowman. It is Topps' flagship prospect set, and it is home of the legendary first Bowman card. It's in its 43rd year of production, started back in 1948, took a break off, showed back up in 1989, and has been running ever since. It is available in hobby and retail formats, and this year we have a 250 card checklist. Cards number 1 through 100 are rookie cards and vets. Then you've got BP1 through BP50, and those are all going to be prospect cards. Now there are paper and chrome versions of the prospect cards on the checklist. You've got a 17-color base set paper parallel rainbow for cards number 1 through 100, and then there is a 30-color chrome prospect parallel rainbow for the chrome versions of the prospect checklist. There are 6 insert sets available and 12 auto sets available this year, and we've got 2 new color parallels for the chrome prospect autos. That's going to be blue lunar to 150 and the green grass to 99. Bowman buyback autos return for 2023, as well as the chrome rookie autos. Mega boxes should return, but the details are to be determined on that. But don't be surprised if you see mega boxes hit a couple weeks after the release. One other thing to note, most of the retail autos are paper and sticker autos. Most of the chrome autos are going to be available in only hobby formats, and they are on-card autos. So that's a little bit different from years past, but this year, very much in retail, you can hit autos, but a lot of them are going to be paper. So just be aware of that. So what are the different buying formats we can get Bowman in? Well, we'll start with hobby, and we'll start with the jumbo case. Prices have been going up on this fast. What you get with the jumbo case is 8 boxes per case, 12 packs per box, 32 cards per pack. That'll get you 3,072 total cards. Current cost online right now, $5,150. That gets you a cost per card of $1.68. What you're guaranteed to get, 24 Chrome Prospect Autos. You can also get a jumbo box that's going to have 12 packs per box, 32 cards per pack, so you get 384 total cards. They are going for $650 online right now, so that gets you a cost per card of $1.69, and you will get 3 chrome autos. There's also hobby cases. You can get 12 boxes in a case, 24 packs per box, 10 cards per pack. So that's 2,880 total cards. And they're going for about 3,300 online right now. Your cost per card on that is $1.15. You are guaranteed to get 12 autos. For the hobby box, same thing, 24 packs per box, 10 cards per pack, so 240 total cards. They're going for about $280 online right now. Cost per card going to creep up to $1.17, and you are guaranteed to get 1 auto. For our retail formats, we've got the retail box. That's going to have 24 packs per box, 12 cards per pack, 288 total cards, and the current price on that is around $145 online. That gets you a cost per card of 50 cents. There's also the blaster box, 6 packs per box, 12 cards per pack, 72 total cards, going for about $35 online, so that gets you a cost per card of 49 cents. There's also going to be fat packs this year, 19 cards per pack, gives you 19 total cards. They go for around $10 retail, so your cost per card going to be 53 cents. And then be on the lookout for the mega boxes. Details are still to be determined on that, but that typically is going to have 10 Mojo refractors per box. Also, don't be surprised if you see some other retail formats that show up. They do all sorts of different things with Bowman year in and year out. So we'll see if we get a few surprises from Fanatics this year. So what are the key cards we're going to be chasing? Well, we'll start with some rookies. You've got Adley Rutschman, Francisco Alvarez, Gunnar Henderson, Michael Harris, and then we've also got the prospects, and that's really what you're going to be chasing here. So the bigger names, I can't include them all because there's just not enough space here, but we'll start with Justin Crawford, Randy DeJesus, Drew Jones, Justin Henry Malloy, Junior Caminero, Matt Mervis, Edouard Julian, Jacob Berry, Davison De Los Santos, and finally, Cam Collier. Now for our parallels, autos, and inserts that we're going to be looking for in 2023 Bowman. While obviously the first Bowman Chrome parallels and autos, hugely sought after cards, totally one of the most popular cards in the baseball card collecting hobby. So those obviously are going to be pretty sought after. You've got the Bowman Scouts Top 100 inserts and autos, a staple of the set year in and year out. And then we've got a new one this year, Bowman Spotlights inserts. Those are very nice, clean looking cards. Then we've got the Chrome Prospect Special Die Cut inserts. Those inserts and die cuts look wild. There's another new insert and auto set this year, Modern Prospect. Then we've got Sights on September, another new one. They're available in inserts and autos. Bowman Invicta, which has been around for a few years now. We've got those coming in as inserts and autos. And the 75 years of Bowman buyback autos are available in 2023. And we have the All-American Game autos, which has been in Bowman for quite a while as well. Finally, we have the Chrome Rookie Autos, which are rookie autos that you find in the Chrome format in the set. Now for our parallels, a little confusing and a lot to cover off on here. So we're going to start with the paper parallels. These you're going to find a lot in retail and you will find them in hobby, but here's basically what you got. You've got sky blue to 99, neon green, fuchsia purple. I'm not going to read all of them, but just know this. For the greens, you've got the green pattern in the green. They're only available in retail. And then for hobby, you've got orange numbered to 25 and the black pattern numbered to 15, which are exclusive to hobby. Big parallel rainbow, but not as big as the Chrome parallels. That is a huge list this year. Like I said, we've got 30 different colors. Not going to cover off on all of them, but we do have a couple new ones. So Lunar Glow is going to be in here. You've got the Fuchsia Lunar. Lunar's kind of a thing that they're doing this year. Aqua Lunar Crater, that's numbered to 125. Green numbered to 99. That's going to be retail only. And then you've got the orange number to 25 and the orange shimmer number to 25, which are only available in hobby. And then you've got kind of the standard colors that have been around. The only other new one on here, I think, is the yellow lunar crater. So that one's going to be numbered to 75. So what are the inserts we're looking for? Well, we'll start with Bowman Invicta. There's going to be 25 cards in that subset. It's got a small parallel rainbow that you can see on screen. Bowman Scouts Top 100, obviously 100 cards in that set. They land 1 in 4 packs, pretty easy to hit, but tough to complete the set. A parallel breakdown of Atomic, Aqua, Green, Gold, Orange, Red, and Superfractor. Then you've got Modern Prospects. That's going to have 20 cards in the set, and then they land 1 in 6 packs with the same parallel breakdown as Bowman Scouts Top 100. The Rookie of the Year favorites returns again this year. 15 cards in the subset, land 1 in 8 packs, and the same parallel breakdown window rainbow that we've covered off on before. We've got a couple more inserts. We've got the Sights on September. Those land 1 in 8 packs, and there's 20 cards in the subset. And Bowman Spotlights. You can see what that looks like over there on the right. They land 1 per hobby box, 1 in 24 packs, and they do have the same parallel breakdown as most of the other inserts. Now for the big ones, the autos. Here's what we got this year. We've got the 75 years of Bowman buyback autos. Not sure what names are on the list, but they should be numbered to 50. Then we've got the Bowman Invicta autos, 16 cards in the auto subset. They're only available in hobby and jumbo, and they're numbered to 99. They also have a parallel breakdown of Gold Atomic, Orange, Red, and Superfractor 1 of 1. The All-America Games autos are available. Lists to be announced. They're only available in hobby and jumbo, and they're going to be numbered to 199. Then we've got the Bowman Prospect autos. Now, these are the ones that are available in retail. These are the paper autos with the sticker on them. 31 cards in the subset and a decent parallel rainbow of purple, blue, green, gold, orange, red, and a platinum 1 of 1. We also have the Bowman Scouts Top 100 autos, only available in hobby and jumbo. 50 cards in the set, each numbered to 99, and a small parallel orange, red, and Superfractor rainbow. We've got a few more autos to cover off on. We've got the Bowman Ultimate Auto Book card. Only one available, and it has 24 different autos. It's going to be found somewhere in the hobby or jumbo format. Then we've got the ones that everyone kind of chases and knows, the iconic Chrome Prospect autos. 102 cards in the subset. Now, not every one of these is a first Bowman auto. Keep that in mind. They have expanded it, like Jackson Holiday has autos in here. That's not a first Bowman auto, but they are Bowman Chrome autos. A very large parallel breakdown. Not going to cover off on all of it, but there are 2 new colors this year, the blue lunar crater and the green grass to 99. These are available mostly in hobby and jumbo. A couple of the parallels are available in retail, but for the most part, most of the parallels are only going to be found in hobby. We also have the Chrome Rookie autos, 17 cards in the subset, a smaller parallel rainbow compared to the Chrome Prospect autos, but still a nice one with the refractor blue, atomic green, yellow, gold, orange, red, Superfractor, and of course a couple printing plates thrown in there as well. Finally, we have our last bit of autos here, the dual Bowman Prospect autos, only 4 cards in the subset, only available in hobby and jumbo, and they're all numbered to 25, and you can get a Superfractor 1 of 1 parallel. Then we have the Modern Prospect autos, 2 cards in the set, and they are only in hobby and jumbo, and they are numbered to 99, and they have a parallel breakdown of orange, red, and Superfractor. We have the Rookie of the Year favorites autos, 15 cards in the subset, only available in hobby and jumbo, each numbered to 150 with a small parallel rainbow. And then finally, the Sights on September. You can see what that looks like over there on the right with the Jackson Chirrillo auto, 15 cards in the subset. They will be sticker autos, but they are only available in hobby and jumbo, and they are numbered to 30. You can also get a parallel Superfractor 1 of 1 for the Sights of September. So, with all that, that's everything that the set has to offer. Going to be a hugely popular break product. They've got hobby, you've got retail. Breakers are going to be breaking this all over the place. So, what are the best teams? Well, I'm going to give you six, and I'm going to start with what I think the best team is. And I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Dodgers. They've got 12 base cards, 2 rookie cards, 6 Bowman first cards, 8 inserts, and 10 autos. The best cards you're going to be chasing is the Joshua DePaula Chrome Prospect Auto. Other key autos that you're looking for in here: Marishendrick Martinez, say that one 3 times fast. Miguel Vargas, he's got a rookie auto in here, and Damon Keith. Now, I picked the Dodgers because most of the first prospects that they have in here are very good prospects. They may not be the most expensive team, but I think over time you're going to find that the Dodgers bubble up to being the best team here. Obviously, Drew Jones is going to be a huge one over there with the Diamondbacks. But the Diamondbacks don't offer what the Dodgers are offering. I think it's a much more complete team. They are going to be one of the more expensive teams, probably top 3. So if you're doing a pick your team break and a case break, you're going to have to pay some money for the Dodgers. If you get them in a random team break, obviously hold them. But overall, I think the Dodgers here, a very nice checklist, going to be my best team. If you're looking for the team with the most autos, it's going to be the Baltimore Orioles. But they're a very interesting team in this set. They've got 10 base cards, 4 rookie cards, 3 Bowman first cards, 13 inserts, and 15 autos. Now, the best chase card is not going to be a prospect card. It's going to be Adley Rutschman. He's got the Chrome rookie auto in here. Kind of a tough pull, but if you can get it, it's going to be a big one. The key autos you're looking for, well, Rutschman has 2 different autos in here. Jackson Holiday has 4 different autos, but none of those are going to be Bowman first autos. Gunnar Henderson has a rookie auto in here. Probably your best first Bowman is going to be Braylon Tavera. And then Colton Cowser also has an auto. So even though there's a lot of autos in here, not a lot of Bowman first autos, which is what most people are chasing. That said, the rookie Baltimore Orioles checklist is very nice. Jackson Holiday, still a huge prospect. His autos are going to hold plenty of value, even though they don't have that first Bowman moniker on it. So the Baltimore Orioles, I think, are actually a pretty sneaky good team. Just don't expect to hit a lot of Bowman first autos. If you get them in a random team break, maybe trade them if you can trade up for one of the better teams with Bowman first autos. If you want to pony up for them in a pick your team break, I think you can actually get them for fairly affordable. And the fact that Jackson Holiday's got a bunch of autos in here, Adley Rutschman's got them, Gunnar Henderson. I mean, you've got some big names on this checklist. So don't overlook the Orioles. They've got a ton of content, probably still top 10 most expensive teams, but they're going to be discounted a little bit because they don't have a lot of big prospect first Bowman autos. Now, if you're looking for the most Bowman first, now this isn't just autos, it's just Bowman first base and all the parallels that come along with that. Look at the Seattle Mariners, a very good team. They've got 8 base cards, 6 different Bowman first cards, 6 inserts, and 9 autos. The best chase card you're looking for, going to be the Lazaro Montes Chrome Prospect Auto. That's probably the best Bowman first auto in there, but there's a lot of other ones. You've got Lazaro Montes. He's actually got 2 different autos. Gabriel Gonzalez, Michael Arroyo have autos in here. Those are going to be kind of your key autos you're looking for. Obviously, a lot of people might not know those names yet, but those are the ones that maybe have the highest ceiling when they get to the majors here in a few years. So the Seattle Mariners, probably going to be top 10 most expensive team somewhere in there, but they don't have a ton of content. So you might be able to find a steal on an auction on eBay and a pick your team break. Maybe a team you might even be able to trade for in a random team break. If you get them in a random team break, I would say let it ride. I would hold them unless you can trade up to maybe a little bit of a better team. I think overall, a very nice team here, and you're going to get a bunch of first Bowmans. So you can't go wrong when you got the most first Bowmans in the set. Now, if you're looking for a solid choice, I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Reds. They've got 8 base cards, 4 Bowman firsts, 12 inserts, and 7 autos. The best chase card, going to be a big one. Cam Collier, he's got a Chrome Prospect auto and all the parallels that come along with that. Other key autos you're looking for: Carlos Jorge, Ariel Almonte, Hector Rodriguez, and Ellie De La Cruz even has an auto in here as well. The Cincinnati Reds, they're going to be expensive in a pick your team break because of the Cam Collier Chrome Prospect Auto. That's one of the bigger chases that you're looking for in all of the set. Top 5 most expensive team maybe, but I think you're doing pretty well in a pick your team break because Cam Collier is going to be less expensive than Drew Jones over there on the Diamondbacks. You're going to have to pony up huge for that, and I just think that the checklist for the Reds is better overall than it is for the Diamondbacks. So Cincinnati Reds, a very solid choice. I've also got a couple sleepers for you. My first one going to be the New York Mets. 16 base cards, 4 rookie cards, 2 Bowman first, 11 inserts, and 12 autos. Just a ton of content to be had here. The best chase card going to be the Francisco Alvarez Chrome Rookie Auto. So again, kind of like Baltimore. Not a bunch of Bowman first, but a huge rookie auto in this one that you can chase. Some other key autos, Alexis Ramirez. Now that is his first auto that has been in Bowman, but it is not his first Bowman card. He had a first Bowman card back in 2021, but he's never had an auto. So this is his first auto that he's had in Bowman. You've got Jesus Baez. Brett Beatty also has 2 autos in here. So you've got a couple rookie autos from Brett Beatty. So the Mets, again, because there's just not a huge Bowman first, probably going to be a little bit discounted in a pick your team break, but a ton of content. So if you can get it at the right price, don't sleep on the Mets. Another team you might be able to trade for in a random team break. So if you don't get the Mets in a random team break, maybe try and trade for the Mets because I think you'll be doing pretty good just based upon the amount of content that they have in this set. My next sleeper, the Tampa Bay Rays. Now they've only got 6 base cards, 1 rookie card, but they do have 4 first Bowmans, 10 inserts, and 7 autos. I like the Rays as a sleeper because I think they have a little bit of an under the radar. He's still going to get a lot of hobby love, but you've got Junior Caminero. He's got a Chrome Prospect Auto in here. The Rays are going to be probably middle of the road expensive, but Caminero I think is going to be one of the better first Bowman cards in this over time. Other key autos you're looking for in here, Brooke Jones, Ronnie Simon. You've got Curtis Mead as well in here. That's not a first Bowman auto, but Curtis Mead, a big prospect auto. So the Tampa Bay Rays, a little bit under the radar, probably middle of the road team when you talk about pick your team price. But I think that the Rays are going to be a pretty good team. They don't have a ton of content in the base side, but the fact that they've got 4 firsts, they've got 7 different autos, I think they're going to be a little bit undervalued pick your team. So don't be afraid to buy them if you think that you can get it at a good price. In a random team break, a great team to trade for. If you get the team in a random team break, I would just hold them because if you get that Caminero auto, you're going to be paying for the break without a doubt. So let me know who you're chasing in breaks. I love to respond to the comments. You can put that in the comment below. I respond to all the comments that are worth responding to. So I would love to hear who you're chasing, who you think the best team is, and I would love for you to communicate with the channel and interact. It's a great way to be part of the hobby. So how good are all 30 teams? Well, I've got a break team cheat sheet, and here's how this works. We break it into 3 different categories. I've got a buy category, which are teams that you should have no problems buying and have confidence that the break should return a decent value for you. Then I've got a speculate category, which is kind of those middle of the road teams. Maybe you get lucky and get some good hits out of there, but break in and break out. Just don't expect to always hit big on those speculate options. Then I've got the third tier, which is avoid, which are the teams that, unless you're getting them at a dirt cheap price, I would recommend to stay away from them. So let's start with the buy category. We covered off on most of these teams in the last slide. Like I said, the Cincinnati Reds, a great team. The Mets, my sleeper. The Diamondbacks with Drew Jones. Seattle has a ton of different firsts. We didn't cover off on the Phillies, but the Phillies have a ton of content and a lot of firsts in here as well. And the Dodgers, of course, my best overall team, in my opinion. For the speculate tier, the Boston Red Sox, not a bad team in here. The Angels, they've got one big first in here. Not a lot of other stuff outside of that. The Guardians actually a pretty decent team that I would have a little bit of confidence. And then the Texas Rangers, although they don't have a ton of firsts in here, they do have a lot of content, so I got to put them in here. And the Washington Nationals are probably the most interesting team in this tier because although they have virtually no firsts, they have some huge names on their prospect auto checklist. They're just not Bowman firsts, but they do have like James Wood, basically all the prospects that they traded for when they did the Juan Soto trade. They're all available in auto format here in this set. So the Nationals probably going to be a pretty cheap team, but if you don't mind that it doesn't have that first Bowman, if you hit some of their autos, they're all big autos. And then for my avoid, and these are basically teams that just either don't have enough content or they're just the prospects that they do have aren't that great. Kind of some surprises here. You've got the Astros, they don't have a ton of content in here. The Braves have virtually nothing in here. The Pirates, they're not bad, but again, just not a ton of content. And then the White Sox, also with no first, just not doing a lot in the prospect arena. So that is the Break Team cheat sheet. Snapshot it, do whatever you need to do to get that thing and have it ready for your breaks. Good luck in your breaks that you're buying into. But now we move on to the 1 cent sensational set rating where we find out how good Bowman really is. Here's what this is. It's the most in-depth analysis anywhere on the internet. What I do is I take Bowman and divide it into 10 different categories, and each category is worth 1 to 10 points. After we've gone throughout all the categories, I add up all those points, and that's what gives us our final sensational set rating score using the scale that you see below. Then what I do is I compare this year's set to prior Bowman sets to see if the set is getting better or if it's getting worse, and we wrap it all up by comparing it to all of the other sets that have come out so far in the 2023 baseball card collecting season. So let's dig right in. Here's our 10 categories. Our first one is appeal, and I give it a 10. There are virtually no other sets that have as much appeal and as much hype around it as Bowman Baseball. Everyone wants to buy Bowman if you collect baseball cards. So I go ahead and give it a 10. For this year's base checklist, I'm giving it an 8. There's a couple names that are missing, Jack Leiter, but overall, it's a very solid checklist. Not awesome. I couldn't go higher than 8. I believe that their Bowman draft kind of took some of the steam away from this, but overall, it's a very nice checklist, so I give it an 8. For the auto checklist, very much mimics the base set checklist, and there's a few auto onlys in here that are pretty big, so I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8 as well. For our inserts, parallels, and variations, the inserts, I kind of like what they've done this year. I like that spotlights insert, but they're not really pushing the envelope there. However, for the parallels, if you like parallels, there are very few sets that are going to deliver like Bowman does. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8.5. For our production run and pack odds, unfortunately for Bowman this year, based upon the pack odds, which actually got released by Topps on their website well before the release, which is a very welcome thing. The unfortunate part is you can already tell that they produced more Bowman this year than they did last year. And last year they made too much Bowman. So the pack odds are going to be pretty long. I am bumping it to a 3, however, because I like that they have made odds better. If you're looking for autos, they've got a format for you. Go buy the jumbo. It's going to cost you a lot, but you're going to get some guaranteed autos. If you like retail or if you like budget, they're going to give you autos there. And the parallels are actually better to hit in the retail format this year than they are in the hobby format. So if you really look at those odds, if you like parallels and you don't mind not getting autos, retail is going to be the place for you. If you like autos, hobby is going to be the place for you. And the odds aren't bad, but they did produce a lot of this stuff. So I'm giving it a 3. For the card quality, for the first time in a long time, I've gone above a 6. The card quality, if you look at some of the very early videos that have been released, that looks fantastic. The chrome autos always look great. It looks like quality control has kind of been fixed, at least for the short term, for Topps products, so I'm going to give it a 7. For historical value, I'm going all the way to a 9.5. I can't go to 10 because I think there's just too much fluctuation in Bowman prices. And realistically, once 10 years, 15 years down the road, these cards start out expensive, but they kind of get cheaper over time, especially when prospects fizzle out. Some of the bigger, awesome prospects, of course, those go up, but let's be real. The reality is, very few Bowman prospect cards end up going on to become GOAT players of the sport. So it's few and far between that they end up being way more expensive down the line. They're going to start out expensive and they will get cheaper. That said, they still hold a premium because it has that first Bowman moniker on it. So I give it a 9.5. Then we've got cost value, which is how much value are you getting on your return. So for example, if you buy a hobby box, are you getting value back? I believe that you should get around 70% of value on a box that you buy. And so for a cost value on Bowman, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5. I think that retail is going to be pretty good, especially for the parallels. And I think that the bigger autos, especially with the parallel autos that you're getting in the jumbo boxes and in the hobby boxes, those are going to hold a lot of value. However, there are going to be some dead boxes, and you are going to see people online saying, "Oh, I didn't get enough out of this box." That's because they produced a lot of this, and those pack odds are just really long. But Bowman, you can generally grade your way out of these boxes. So if you're willing to grade, take the time to do all that, get those first Bowman refractors and stuff, turn around, sell those. You can grade your way out of these boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5. For the artistic value, I'm giving it a 7. And that is, how awesome do the cards look? Do the inserts look? I would have liked to have gone higher, but I'm not all that impressed with this year's design. I think the last 2 years' designs are a little bit better. They've gone a little bit more retro, kind of went back about 10 years, maybe a little less than that with the design, if you go look at the designs from 10 years ago. But overall, it's not bad. The inserts kind of the same stuff that you would expect out of Bowman. So I go ahead and give it a 7. And then for collectability, which is, let's take value and all of that stuff out of it. It's just, how fun is Bowman to collect? If you like prospects, there is no better set. Let's be clear on that. And I also think that it's very fun to collect like all the chrome versions of the prospects and collect that whole set. You also got a lot of rookie cards, and 2023 has a great rookie class in it. Riley Green, Adley Rutschman, big names, Gunnar Henderson. So all of those guys are in here. Michael Harris is in here. So I think it's going to be a really fun set to collect. And I also think that because of some of the inserts and some of the fun things that they've done to try and increase the hits per pack on this stuff, I think opening it's going to be a fun thing as well. My advice is, if you are a amateur collector that has maybe just come back into the hobby, don't go overboard buying Bowman because of the hype. It's an expensive product, and it actually is a little bit harder to approach and to know what cards are kind of good and what cards are going to go up over time. I recommend, if you're a more novice collector, to stick with the rookie cards over in Topps flagship Series 1 product. Bowman is something that it kind of takes a little time to get the feel for it. If you're a more experienced collector, jump right in. You know what you're doing, you know what you're chasing, and have fun on that secondary market. So that's our 10 categories. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add those up and find out how good 2023 Bowman Baseball really is. And for this year, 2023 Bowman Baseball comes in at a 75 on the 1 cent sensational set rating scale, making it a very good set, almost a sensational set. Didn't quite make it though, mostly because of the pack odds and a little bit of a ding. I'm still not willing to go up more than 7 on card quality until I see consistency. But overall, a very good set. Some very big prospect names. You never know if they're going to pan out. There's a lot of risk and a lot of reward with Bowman. So overall, a very good set. It always ranks high on the 1 cent sensational set rating scale, and this year is no different. However, if you go back and look at last year it did get a 78. So a little bit of a better set last year. And last year was a fantastic set. In 2021, it scored all the way up at a 77.5. Now, what's interesting is over time, 2021 Bowman has kind of fizzled a little bit because some of the big prospects back then haven't quite panned out yet. So it's very interesting to see that even though that set ranked high, it would rank lower today than it did 2 years ago. And finally, in 2020, Bowman Baseball came in all the way up at an 82, a fantastic set. 2020 Bowman Baseball is awesome. So, as you can see, 2023 falls back just a little bit, but again, that's more of a pack odds thing than it is a checklist thing. So, that's where 2023 Bowman Baseball ranks on the sensational set rating scale. But how does it rank compared to all of the other sets that have come out so far this baseball card collecting season? Well, it is the first out of three. It's a very young season. It comes in at a 75 as a very good set. Topps Series 1, a good set at 68.5. And Topps Big League comes in as an average set, ranking at a 54. Although, if you haven't ripped any Topps Big League, I would recommend to do it. It's a fun rip. Go buy some stuff. It's cheap. It's a fun rip. Cards aren't all that valuable, but I will speak kindly of Topps Big League. So Bowman Baseball, your number one set. How long can it hold on to it? Well, time will tell. We've got more sets coming out soon. So I want to say thank you for watching this set guide and review. As you're out there in the wild, I hope you have good luck finding Bowman. And when you find it, I hope you rip some fire. And until next time, be good to your family, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. I appreciate you watching. Have a good day. We'll do it again soon.